The episode Seance from Tales from the Crypt captures a unique blend of psychological tension and supernatural suspense, weaving a narrative that lingers long after the screen goes dark. From the opening shot, the audience is confronted with a domestic setting that initially feels ordinary, almost mundane, yet is infused with an undercurrent of unease that promises the intrusion of the extraordinary. The protagonist is a woman whose life has been shaped by loss, and her grief becomes the driving force of the narrative, compelling her toward the realm of the spirit world. The early scenes establish this emotional foundation with careful attention to detail. The lingering shots of personal mementos, photographs of the deceased, and quiet moments of solitary reflection convey a depth of sorrow that is immediately empathetic. As the narrative progresses, the decision to hold a séance emerges not only as a plot device but also as a psychological exploration of obsession and denial. The staging of the séance is an intricate dance of visual and auditory cues. Candles flicker in rhythm with the character's nervous breathing, shadows stretch and contract in ways that suggest movement beyond the natural, and the low hum of whispered words fills the room with tension. Each camera angle is deliberate. Tight close-ups reveal fear and anticipation, while wider shots emphasize the isolation of the participants, underscoring the vulnerability inherent in confronting the unknown. One of the most compelling aspects of this episode is the interplay between what is seen and what is imagined. The supernatural presence is often suggested rather than shown, allowing the viewer's minds to fill the gaps with their own fears. This restraint heightens suspense and makes moments of revelation more impactful. The protagonist's encounters with the unseen are layered with ambiguity, leaving audiences questioning whether the events are truly paranormal or manifestations of her grief-driven psyche. The medium, who initially appears as a guiding figure, is deliberately enigmatic. Her calm demeanor masks a deep understanding of human frailty, and her subtle manipulations push the protagonist toward confronting both the supernatural and her own emotional fragility. In one memorable scene, a candle suddenly extinguishes, leaving the room in darkness, and the protagonist's whispered pleas for guidance echo in the empty space. This moment encapsulates the episode's thematic core, the human struggle to find meaning and control in a world that is often beyond understanding. The episode also employs sound design in a sophisticated manner. Silence is used strategically, creating tension as the anticipation of a ghostly presence becomes almost unbearable. Creaking floors, the rustle of fabric, and the occasional inexplicable thud create an auditory landscape that is both realistic and terrifying. The narrative's climax is masterfully executed, blending horror with tragedy. The protagonist's desire to communicate with her sister ultimately leads to consequences that are both inevitable and shocking. The culmination is not only a confrontation with the supernatural but also a confrontation with the limits of human desire and the dangers of emotional obsession. What elevates Seance beyond a conventional ghost story is its exploration of the human psyche. The protagonist's grief, guilt, and longing are as central to the narrative as the spectral elements. This duality allows the episode to resonate on multiple levels, offering both a visceral thrill and a reflective meditation on loss, mortality, and the ethical boundaries of curiosity. Cinematography plays a crucial role in amplifying the narrative's psychological impact. Shadows appear to move with intent, framing characters in ways that suggest entrapment or observation. The subtle use of camera tilts and shifts creates a disorienting effect, mirroring the protagonist's own uncertainty and heightening the audience's sense of unease. Visual symbolism is woven throughout. Mirrors reflect not only the physical presence of characters but also their emotional states, and the fluctuating candlelight represents the fragile boundary between life and death, the seen and the unseen. The supporting characters contribute significantly to the tension and thematic depth. Their reactions, ranging from skepticism to fear, mirror common human responses to the unknown, providing a point of identification for the audience. Their interactions with the protagonist also highlight her growing isolation as her obsession deepens, emphasizing the social and emotional costs of pursuing forbidden knowledge. The episode's pacing is deliberate and methodical, allowing suspense to build organically. There are no abrupt scares. Instead, the horror emerges from anticipation and the gradual unraveling of the protagonist's emotional stability. This careful construction ensures that each revelation carries maximum weight and emotional resonance. In addition, The narrative cleverly plays with the concept of control. The protagonist's belief that she can command the supernatural mirrors humanity's broader struggle to dominate forces beyond comprehension. Her eventual confrontation with these forces serves as a cautionary tale about hubris, emotional vulnerability, and the unpredictable consequences of tampering with realms beyond human understanding. Themes of regret and inevitability permeate the episode. The protagonist's journey is as much about self-discovery and the acceptance of loss as it is about encountering spirits. This dual thematic approach enriches the horror, providing both immediate tension and enduring psychological impact. Ultimately, Seance is a richly layered episode that transcends conventional horror tropes. Its careful blend of character study, atmospheric tension, and supernatural intrigue creates an experience that is both intellectually engaging and emotionally affecting. The episode succeeds not only in frightening its audience but in prompting reflection on the nature of grief, the limits of human understanding, and the delicate balance between curiosity and obsession. The haunting images, meticulous sound design, and nuanced performances ensure that the story lingers, compelling viewers to reconsider the boundaries between the living and the dead, the known and the unknown, and the consequences of daring to cross those boundaries. Seance exemplifies the power of storytelling that is at once terrifying, poignant, and profoundly human, confirming its place as a standout episode in the Tales from the Crypt series.